Hello, welcome to another Real Raw Moment, Valentine's Day edition. Yay! It's Valentine's Day, Heartbreak Hotel Day, it's Bleeping Valentine's Day again, whatever else you want to call it. Today is February the 14th, the day of love. Well, I got a few things to say about that when it comes to being a PA parent. First of all, let's just put Valentine's Day in perspective overall. Put our own PA stuff aside. Let's just look at it for what it is. It's very easy to get caught up in the wave of what society kind of wants to shoehorn us into expecting. Now listen, I am not a big like society's programmed us to do certain things. Valentine's Day is one holiday, though I will say is out of context. It is a moneymaker, and it's not always the best way to celebrate love. And in fact, I don't know about you, but I'll talk about for myself. Valentine's Day has long left the building as a holiday that I want to celebrate. For me, the advent of Valentine's Day often has me cataloging all of my emotional and romantic issues over the years. I'm kidding, but I'm also kind of not. But let's bring it back around to PA because that's what we're here for. So anybody who is going through PA, any sort of trauma, estrangement, loss, I've often spoke about PA being in this grief cycle. We're grieving constantly, not in a linear fashion. And to get smacked upside the head with a bunch of red, and yes, I'm wearing red because it is Valentine's Day and it stands out, kind of speaks to the holiday today, we can't escape it. I was out today. I had a girlfriend take me out for a little Valentine's Day. Yeah, it is a thing, and yes, I did go, but she was very good to me. And it was a joy to spend a little bit of time with her one-on-one, no matter what it was. But it's like the vibe of the world changed today. The place where I was had 2 flower stores, 2 grocery stores, a Hallmark, a party store, and a few other major stores, awash with red hearts, pink hearts. Oh, chocolate store. You would think it was the second coming, that we were expecting to be bombed, or I don't know, the apocalypse, for the amount of people that are in there feverishly buying things that will somehow express their love. And I was really reflecting on that because as a PA parent, whether it was before the first time I was alienated, whether it's whatever's, whatever, what is going on right now, there was never any one thing that I could buy, no one symbol that I could indulge in that made it better. In fact, I found that being out only made me feel worse. So I wanted to speak to that today. Not that I want you to feel worse. My point is, it's okay to not like this day. I'm going to give you permission. Now you may say, Natalie, who the hell are you to give you permission? I'm nobody. I'm a person who talks about PA. I'm a person who comes on and shares my real raw moments, my thoughts, my streams of consciousness, in hopes that it will help one person. We often feel in PA, and I get this from people that I talk to, it's not just my own opinion, that we have to perform, that we have to pretend it's okay. We have to pretend that this Valentine's Day, this, love isn't hard, that it doesn't bring up the lack of connection we may or may not have with our alienated children, grandchildren. It doesn't bring up coming out of, it doesn't mitigate coming out of an abusive relationship, physically, mentally, emotionally, or all three. It doesn't account for what kind of mixed emotions it can bring up. And now there are PA people out there, parents, grandparents, and others that have other children in the mix that may be having to do the Valentine's at school, or to do the dress up, or to do all sorts of things. And that, in my mind, is even more difficult, and I applaud you. If you are out there doing that, I applaud you. And you're keeping it together, yay you. I would shake the pom-poms for you if I had them. Actually, I have some. Next time I'll bring them. Because it is so hard to keep it together on a day like today. And, you may say, Natalie, well, no, it's not. I just don't care. Really? Are you sure? I mean, you might. You might have done so much work on yourself that you've put Valentine's Day in a place, or any holiday like this in its place, and you are A-okay. And if that is you, I encourage you to do your own video and reach out to other people and tell them how you did it. Because there are a lot of hurting units out there today. I don't know exactly, because this real raw moment is all done in one take, as we know, my exact point to this. Really, it's to say, it's okay. You can love this day, you can hate this day, you can not be unsure of this day, you can celebrate it, you can not celebrate it. If you want to celebrate with roses, you're in Canada, 2 dozen, $34.99 at Whole Foods. I'm telling you, they're gorgeous. I didn't buy any, but they're stunning. Just if you're looking for a Valentine's Day deal. What I do encourage you to do, whether it's to take care of yourself, or like my girlfriend did today for a little Valentine's, took me out to celebrate us and our friendship, I encourage you to do it for reasons that aren't just because today is Valentine's Day. I encourage you to buy a gift, a card, send a text, take someone out, do a gesture for somebody, the same way you would do it on any other day, not because you feel that you have to mark this day in some way. You know, for our PA parents and grandparents and others, maybe getting a card, writing that card and setting it aside for that PA child or children is what works. If you journal, maybe that's what works. Whatever works or doesn't work for you. And if you don't know, here's what I would recommend. If you're really like in the weeds with this day, and I can tell you, up until this year and a lot of therapy and a lot of work that I've done, I couldn't speak like this on this day. I would have the curtains closed. I'd be frozen on the corner of my couch. I would constantly be not thinking about the day, which meant I was constantly thinking about the day and replaying all the great Valentine's Days I had, and then the Valentine's Days I'm missing and have missed and will miss with my children, or even my ex-spouse, replaying the good times, because Valentine's Day tends to be like, oh, let's relive our romantic moments. And memories are exactly that. They are not infallible, meaning they are not true. The way we remember things, like with our recall, is not exactly as they happen. So we can romanticize them or we can villainize them. But what I encourage you to do, if you're not sure what to do on this day, just make a short list of what you're not going to do. For example, you're not going to watch any romantic movies and make yourself cry. Maybe you're not going to go out today. Maybe you're going to, I encourage you to go work out. Get your endorphins going and take care of yourself. You are going to eat something that's going to nourish you. So this is the not and the you are going to list. 5 or 6 things that you can turn to on this day, and any other day, by the way, that you have issues. See, what I'm talking about is not just about Valentine's Day. This is a great leaping off point to say how to handle any day when you're having a hard day, when you get triggered, when you don't know how to handle yourself, when you are in the weeds, when you feel so alone that you feel like there's nobody else out there who understands what you're going through. Having that checklist of how to take care of yourself, what not to do is as important as what to do. And then you're going to survive the day. And you are going to survive the day, let me tell you. It may not be pretty. It may not be fun. Maybe it could be fun. I don't know. Only you know what your emotions are, what your memories are, and only you know what is going to work for you in order to manage this day in a way that is not destructive. Any thoughts on this? I know I kind of went on about it, just it's really in my heart. Surprise. Just to speak out about it, because, it's such a tricky day at the best of times, I think. And to involve parental alienation, estrangement, high custody battles, high conflict divorce is such a layer to add on to. And I think it's important that we acknowledge all that stuff that's going on with a little bit of humor and some practical reasons and ways to manage a day like today.